Hey, good afternoon, everybody out there. I'm Nick Johnson here with Jackson Systems. We've got a great happy hour for you today. We're talking to Griffen about Nest products. We're going to go through the entire suite, kind of talk about the benefits that Nest brings to the table for you. We'll talk a little bit of Final Four. We'll talk a little bit of Toga Party here. So I hope everybody's having a good one and you enjoy this happy hour today. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Jackson Systems Happy Hour. We've got Griffen here today. He's going to be our Nest rep. We're getting ready for a Nest training tonight. So it's great to have you here, Griffen. I'm Nick with Jackson Systems. We do these trainings pretty regularly. We're getting back into the season now. Griffen, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what's going on? In the meanwhile, I'll get these drinks going since it is happy hour.
Yeah, so we are the rep agency covering the Google Nest side of things and some of the Midwest states, so here in Indiana. Go around talking to contractors about the smart home, how we can get a piece of the pie in the smart home action.
Nice. Yeah, and I think that's definitely a good direction to go, especially obviously since we're talking about Nest here. Go ahead and get this poured for you. We'll start with the red ale there.
There we go.
So we've got these leftover. We've got leftover red ale, leftover Guinness. These are from the St. Patty's Day party that we had. And here eventually we'll get into the Fireball. That's left over from the college fraternity toga party that we had. So we'll just kind of make the rounds here and get through everything. Kind of to speak to what you're talking about with smart homes, let's talk about how the Nest thermostat plays into that and maybe even the whole family of products. What is there that you feel like is important for the contractors to know? What do you feel like is kind of obvious to everybody? And then what's the missing information that you feel like a lot of people, kind of like maybe a crux or a keystone, something about Nest or the family of products that you feel like is, got a lot of weight to it, something that really...
Yeah, I feel like when people think of Nest, the first thing that comes to mind is always the thermostat. That's kind of where Nest started. That was the first product they came out with. So that's, you think HVAC guys, that's what they're familiar with. But there's these whole family of products now that Nest has. So whether it's the smoke and CO detector, different cameras, getting into door locks, doorbell cameras. So cool thing about Nest, Google product line, so they are part of Google now, which gives a whole nother power to that. But just that everything's in one app. You don't have to have 4 or 5 different apps for your thermostat, your cameras, your doorbell, your lock. Everything resides in one app. The other cool thing is there's thousands and thousands of other products that will work in some combination with these products. So you take the thermostat, for example. You have that and the Nest Protect, which is your smoke and CO detector. That thing goes the emergency mode. It's automatically going to shut off your thermostat as soon as it detects smoke or CO in that room. So cool things like that, how they can work together, I think, all under one app.
Well, and it feels like, too, as we advance with technology in this whole smart home market, the level of how intuitive everything is really stepping up. You talk about everything being on one app. That's awesome for the contractor. It's awesome for the homeowner. Another thing, too, that I think is really cool about the home detection products is that you can do those as line voltage or battery, and they're the same price, which is awesome. I love being able to offer that. One thing I do want to talk about, too, because something I talk with contractors a lot about is the difference between a Wi-Fi thermostat and a smart thermostat. So can we go down that road a little bit and what that means?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think there's so many Wi-Fi thermostats on the market now, but if that thing doesn't talk to anything else or you don't have control of it, it's just a Wi-Fi stat, you can look at it from your phone. With the Nest, it's called the Nest Learning Thermostat for a reason. The idea is that no one really programs programmable stats. So to have a stat that can program itself takes about a week or so. You adjust your thermostat how you would the first week. But after that, your thermostat's going to have a pretty consistent schedule. It's going to know when you leave the home. It's going to know when it should set itself back. So I think that's the difference between
All right, we'll
Wi-Fi
do some
and
shots
smart.
to that. We'll
There
do
we
some
go.
shots to that right there. Honestly, I think that's awesome because I don't want to program anything. I don't think most people want to program anything. It's kind of a pain. I know even contractors. I talk to plenty of contractors that, we'll be quoting thermostats and they'll say, I don't even want to look at anything that's programmable. just because it can be confusing, it can be complex. And so that honestly is one of my favorite things about the Nest is going to be the learning algorithm. It's funny too, actually, this is what my dad wanted for Christmas. So I got him a Nest. Yeah, and it's, so it's been 4 months at this point, but not too long ago, I was over there installing one.
Yeah.
And I am, I guess, somewhat technically inclined. I wouldn't call myself the most technical person in the world, but it took me seconds. It took me minutes. Yeah. So I think that's another thing that's really cool about it too, is that the install is a breeze. It walks you right through it. And again, going back to everything with the smart home, it's so intuitive, right? I think that's what is really cool about it is how intuitive. I'm trying to even these out a little bit. You've got a training to do still here. Nice. Yeah, we'll take it easy. All right, Toga.
Cheers.
There we go. All right, so
thank you, sir.
Some good info there about the Nest. Obviously, we're going to be doing another awesome training tonight as well. What's going on? Final Four. You got any picks?
Yeah.
What do you think about this weekend?
Man, well, I from Columbus, Ohio, so my Buckeyes didn't turn out so well. We got one round of 64 wins, so we'll take that after the season we have. I don't know, Big Ten, I guess, Michigan State would be my pick. Right?
Yeah, I think so too. That Purdue game was pretty crazy to watch. That was nuts. That was a nail biter. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, Griffen, it was great having you out here. Thank you so much. Cheers again here. We're looking forward to the training tonight. Everybody at home, check out all the Nest products. Check out the entire suite that they carry, all the smart home stuff. Jackson Systems, obviously, we carry all of that. Get in touch with your rep. Get in touch with me. Give us a call. We'll give you all the information that you might want or need. And obviously, Griffen will be here to help as well. So there's another happy hour, guys. Have a great weekend. Everybody enjoy the spring weather here, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to smack that like button below. And if you want notifications on brand new videos that are coming out tailored just for you, be sure to subscribe right here to the Jackson Systems YouTube channel. Now, if there's some videos you missed, you can always check it out right here. Go ahead and click subscribe. Other videos, like, do it.